guys and girls in the Illumination. Time to jump aboard the Loom train. It's JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here, the sweet one. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames. We won't get into that right now. I just want to talk today about Christmas plans. And I'm not talking about my plans, per se. I'm talking about Christmas plans. A couple of my cousins that live up in New Hampshire, um, they've decided, I should say it's my cousin and his wife, um, they've decided to have kind of like an impromptu Christmas gathering. And it's all well and good. I mean, their heart is in the right place and everything. Kind of, the problem, here's the rub, okay? The problem is when it comes to travel, because I have cousins kind of, not that I have a huge family when it comes to cousins. We have cousins that are kind of all over New England, you know. If it's the type of thing how people have to get lodging and which it pretty much is, because and I've said it before around here. If you're from New England, especially southern New England, um, the Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut area, um, anything over an hour away is like we joke around, but it almost is. Anything over an hour away is an overnight trip. And from this area or even further, like Connecticut, stuff like that, to go to where they are in New Hampshire, it's at least a 4 hour one way trip. Now, I know before you say it, I know for most of you, 4 hours is nothing. A lot of people will travel 4 hours to work, just, like it's that. Around here, we're just cut from a different kind of cloth. They live in an area that's not even a tourist town or anything, so lodging is kind of minimal. The problem is, and I don't mean problem, but it's the situation is if you're going to have an impromptu gathering where people have to pretty much stay overnight and you can't house everybody, not saying that you should, but if you can't house everybody and they have to get lodging, and you're from a kind of remote small town area like New Hampshire has a lot of, it's kind of hard to do things spur of the moment because most people are not going to want to wine and dine and all this other stuff that they do and then head home for at least a 4 hour trip at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. It's kind of hard. So my thing is, um in case people need a little bit of help with stuff like this, if you're going to plan a Christmas party or a Christmas gathering or any type of gathering for any type of a situation, it helps if you plan ahead. Let people know ahead of time. That way, maybe they could reserve, especially if it's around Christmas, maybe they can reserve rooms before they're all booked up everywhere. Because you have to understand, obviously people are going to travel around Thanksgiving, they're going to travel around Christmas. They're not going to do so much traveling around Arbor Day or around uh President's Day or something. But not that people are having too many President's Day parties, not that I know of, except for those car lots that have special Washington's birthday sales and all this other stuff. So you want to party, go head over to those guys. But just plan ahead. If you're going to have any type of a gathering where people have to travel and might have to stay overnight somewhere, just plan ahead. That's really all it takes. And my cousins, their heart is in the right place, but they really should have said something and planned this a month or two ago, at the very least, to let people know. And not that I'm sure they understand, but it kind of it deflates your feelings and stuff when you want to have a party and you're getting a lot of people saying I can't. It's I can't make travel plans now, or if I had known weeks ago. It just it makes it seem like everyone's down in the dumps now. But just plan ahead if you're going to have any type of a party. That's all I really mean, especially around Christmas. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm off to the races. Sail Everski. I love you all. Stay safe. Be good to yourselves. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back. I think it's time to kick this up a notch. Bam, bam!